Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. Today is Sunday, August 14th, 2022. This is my Sunday finished objects, what I've done all week video. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. If you like what you're seeing, think about maybe hitting the like, comment, and subscribing. Hit the little notification bell. I put out a video every Wednesday, every Sunday. Returning subscribers, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your comments have been so wonderful, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you for coming back and spending some time with me on Sunday and Wednesday. Today is going to be pretty short. I have a few finished objects that I want to show you. Not many. It was a week with a lot of different doctor's appointments and whatnot, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to finish anything. I still do have a few things on my hook. I have the toddler size forget-me-not sweater and the Nan's Next Knots, which I'm enjoying. So those things are on my whips, and I'll show you those on Wednesday. But finished objects, there's just a couple of them. The first one I'm going to show you is, I gotta find, okay, I did a little bag, and I made it with the Dagny square, which is part of the Traveling Afghan project. This square is by Megan Makes Do. And it's just, I just used two of those granny squares. Really nicely textured visual type square. Megan's tutorial was fabulous. Very easy to follow, very concise, perfect, cadence, nice, easy to keep up with, easy to figure out what you're doing. So I made two of them, sewed them together, and then put one of those magnetic snaps on and lined it. I don't know if you can see the lining. With fabric that I got at Dollar Tree, or $1.25 Tree now. And then I made a little like keychain type thing, because nobody likes to lose their keys in the bottom of these kind of bags. It even has a little old-timey key on it. And the strap, I just made a strip of Tunisian crochet, just the Tunisian simple stitch, and it made a nice size strap. The yarn I used was some of this Bernat Home Deck. It's that polyester. It's almost tubular, but it's got a little bit of stretch to it. You can see it's kind of, I don't know, it's a nice sturdy yarn, perfect for bags. So yeah, that was project number one. This was not quite a full skein, and this is what I have left. And I think they have like 300 yards in one of these. So that was project number one. Project number two, I worked on a scootie, or a scarf with a hood. The tutorial I followed was by the Taze Donna Wolf. This one she posted on YouTube February of 2021. I used Lion Brand, a touch of everything. This is 45 acrylic, 26 cotton, 19 wool, 10% alpaca, hand wash, lay flat to dry. It's a bulky number 5. The color is called Solar. And this is the scootie. Just kind of, really a nice little thing if you're into cold weather. With the wool and the alpaca, this is really, you can feel the wool. It's scratchy. Oh, God, I got my hair in my face. It's scratchy a little bit, but it's warm. But the cotton gives it that little bit of squish factor. So, and the pattern was really easy once you got it down. She is another one who is really fast in her tutorials. I had to use the setting where I had to slow it down a little bit, but only once or twice. But once you get this pattern down, I can replicate this without ever having to look at the tutorial again. It was, once you figured out the construction of it, it is fast. And I think I'll be making more of the, gosh, that fibers are everywhere. I will be making more of these. This one is going to go to Rose at Rose Likes Crochet for her wings project. I'm probably going to make a couple more of these to send off to her because, like I said, they're a fast and an easy project. They didn't take up a whole lot. Like I said, it has 164 yards of a number 5, and I used 2.5 of those little donuts to make that. So I'm going to try to make a child size version and see if I can't shrink it down a little bit. I have to figure out the measurement of the hood because this obviously is an adult, but if I can make a couple of them for kids, what a great, kid thing. You don't have to worry about an extra hat, an extra scarf. And this particular one, in her pattern, she has you fold up the ends so that they have pockets. So yeah, I think the idea of these are fabulous. So I'm gonna make a quick couple more of these to send off to Rose come the beginning of September. So yeah, that's and finished project number 2. Finished project number 3. I have to tell you, I am super proud of the way this turned out. Over on my yarn shelf, I have a shelf just dedicated to the yarn that I got from Knit Crate. I had a Knit Crate subscription for a little while and I canceled it. And then my husband got me another one for my birthday for a full year. I'll be getting it. And it's been one of those things. They're sitting over there and it's like, I'm going to save them for the perfect project. I'm going to save them for a really nice project. I would come in here to grab something else and I'd look at it. I was like, what am I waiting for? Why am I not using this yarn? I spent the money on it. It's beautiful. Find a project and make something out of it. So I was looking for hat and cowl sets and I came across Light and Joy Designs. And she had on her website, her name is Chris. I think it was a year-long crochet along where they were making different things over a year. And she had on there in, I think it was in February. Yeah, February of 2020. So these are a couple years old. This set called the Sideways Wavy Tunisian Hat and Cowl. So I pulled out 3 hanks of Audine Woods Mellow by Knit Crate. The color I used is Cordial. And this is the one that's 80% Huake alpaca. I butchered that. And 20% tencel. It is a bulky weight. There's 125 yards per hank. Y'all, I am so proud of this. I think the way this turned out is beautiful. And if you can see the pattern in there, it wasn't a difficult pattern once you got it down. it was one of those where I had to write down, because it was repeats of the same, I think it's 4, a section of 4, then a one section, and then another section of 4, then a row, then a section of 4. I think you had to do that 6 times on the hat. So I had each row written down and then check marks to make sure that I had done them all at the same, got every row in. But it turned out so, and this yarn, oh, it is so beautiful and soft, and it has that little bit of a silky feel, and it's going to be a really warm hat. And here is the matching cowl with the same pattern. And I just, I'm really, 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 really proud of the way this turned out. And it's a nice big long, infinity scarf cowl kind of thing. It'll look great for those of you in the winterish areas. This is going to be the first item that I put for sale on my Etsy store. I've never done an Etsy store. I started to do one and I got intimidated, and I thought, I can't do this. Nobody's going to look at my stuff. Nobody's going to want it. But I decided after I finished this and I saw how this finished project came out, and I thought, I'm going to try. I think this will make a beautiful gift for somebody for the holidays, for a winter birthday. If you're looking for a new hat and cowl and scarf. So I'm going to get some really good photographs, and this is going to be the first item on my Etsy store. Once I get it up, I'll put it in the link in my comment, in my description box below. It'll be a while yet. I'm not quite there yet. I mean, I got to figure out how to take some really nice pictures of it, because this stitch and this yarn, they need to be done justice. It is really that pretty. And like I said, I'm super proud. So those are my finished objects. This week I'm going to be spending a couple of days working on getting the stuff ready to send to my daughter for the craft fair. I have about 20 market bag tote bags that I need to price and send to her. I got a couple other things going on. I'm getting a new refrigerator. Woohoo! My new refrigerator will be here on Friday, so Thursday I'm going to be spending the day cleaning out the old refrigerator and figuring out what to do with all that stuff, and who pulls the refrigerator out all the time. So I'm gonna have to clean out behind there. I'm sure there's stuff back there that needs to be cleaned out. So yeah. The other thing I wanted to do today is my channel's new, and I thought I would try to figure out a way for you to get to know me a little bit better. So my husband found 10 questions you should ask somebody, and actually it was like a list of 25, and he picked out 9 or 10 questions that he thought would be good for me to answer and for you to get a chance to get to know me a little bit better. So these are non-yarn related, non-crochet related things you should know about me. Question number 1, who is your hero? I don't know that I really have a hero. I do have people that I admire, but if I had to pick one person, it would be Emmylou Harris. I mean, come on. Have you seen the woman's hair? Whoa. And she can sing like a bird. And if you know anything about country music in the 70s, it was absolutely dominated by men. And she came in and knocked down every wall, blew off the ceiling, blew out the doors and the windows, and said, "Here I am, boys, deal with me." And they did. And she has had a fabulous career. And I admire her, and she's my spirit animal. I want to be her when I grow up. but yeah, she's a beautiful woman inside and out, and I just think she's so cool. So yeah, that's who I admire. What is your favorite family vacation? We've had some nice family vacations. We've gone on camping trips. We took the kids and all the grandkids on a cruise, but my very favorite family vacation was when our daughter was getting ready to start kindergarten. So she would have been 6. Our son was 3. Our youngest son was about 8 months old. And we were poor, broke, but we wanted to take a vacation before she started school. So we loaded the 3 kids into our car and we pointed it east. We were in Indiana and we said, we're going east. And we went to Ohio. And at the time in Ohio, there was a SeaWorld. And so we spent a day at SeaWorld and did everything that you do at SeaWorld with, 3 little kids, and had a really nice day. And then got a hotel for the night and had dinner and swam, and we're headed home. We decided we didn't want to take the highway home because we took the toll road there. And we decided we were going to take the back roads home. Somehow, some way, we got stuck in a line of traffic, and we didn't know where it was going. We thought maybe it was a detour or something. No, it was a line of traffic going into the parking lot of the Ohio State Fair. So we went to the Ohio State Fair. We thought, why not? We're here. How many other chances are we going to go to the Ohio State Fair? So we loaded up on this wagon with, the 3 little kids and my husband and ours. And we went into the Ohio State Fair and had a really nice time. And wandering around, looked at the exhibits, played the games, ate the gross carnival food. It was a really fun day. And then got another hotel and started to drive home. And then ended up in Santa Claus, Indiana. And there really is a place called Santa Claus, Indiana. And it had a little theme park. So we spent the day at that little theme park. And then got another hotel and drove home. We had no plans, no clue where we were going, what we were doing, but that was the vacation. And that is one of my very, very favorite vacations. My kids will tell you that was the vacation that Andrew slept in a bathtub. They didn't have a porta crib. We had nowhere to put him. He was 8 months old. So we put blankets and pillows in the bathtub, and that's where he slept. So he didn't fall on the floor. This was way before porta cribs. So anyway, that's my favorite family vacation. What is your proudest accomplishment? Oh, easy. My marriage. My husband and I he was 21, I was 19 when we got married. Everybody told us we were making a huge mistake, that the marriage would never last. And here it is 41 years later. We've been through a lot. We have been dead broke, and we have been financially secure, and through it all, we have been best friends, and without each other, I don't think we could have gotten through all this. But yeah, my 40, we'll have been married for 39 years in January, but we've been together for 41 years. And I think that is a huge, huge accomplishment that I'm extremely proud of. What's your child's proudest moments or proudest accomplishments? I think they're families. All 3 of my children are happily married with families, and they all have really good family lives. Our daughter and her husband own their own business. My middle son and his wife are both teachers, and she's the varsity cheerleading coach and he's the varsity football coach. They're at different schools, but they're in Michigan, and they both they love coaching, and they love the sports that they're involved in. Our youngest son, he has 2 beautiful children and a career he's proud of. My daughter-in-law has a career that she's very proud of. They have a beautiful home and a beautiful family. So I think my children would say that their best accomplishment is, you know, their lives. My youngest son, when he was in high school, he had a terrible, terrible knee injury, and he fought back from that. So he might say that is a good accomplishment for him. Our middle son was in the Air Force for 8 years, had 2 deployments overseas during the first Iraq War, and he came home safe and sound to us, so he would probably say his service was that. My daughter, like I said, she's a successful artist and a business owner, so I think that those are some of the more personal things that their accomplishments are. So yeah, I think all 3 of our children are very accomplished, and they should be very proud of themselves. What makes you laugh the most? Oh, easy, my husband. My husband and my children. Even as small children, they would make me laugh on a daily basis. I tell them they're all sick. They have an illness. They spend hours watching videos on YouTube of people scaring each other, and fall down laughing. At least once or twice a week, one of my children sends my husband a video. Dad, did you see this? And they're hysterical. The 3 of them are the funniest people I've ever met, and they all make me laugh. But my husband makes me laugh the most. So that's what makes me laugh. What did I want to be when I was small? Easy. I wanted to be the mommy. I was the go-to babysitter. I was the, you name it. That's all I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be the mom. And yeah, I've had jobs here and there, but I always just wanted to be the mom. So that's, what I wanted to do. If you could choose anything to do for a day, what would it be? Easy. I want to sit someplace in a sunny place, but in the shade, with a cool breeze, light piano music in the background, and nobody bother me so I can crochet. That's all I want to do, is sit where it's cool, but sunny. I need the sun, and warm, and just some nice quiet music in the background, and my hook and my yarn, and I'd be happy. I don't want to hear TV. I don't want to hear cars. Just nature and my crochet hook. Best day ever. What's your favorite game or sport to watch or play? Well, I don't play anything anymore. I used to be a pretty good bowler. But to watch, it would be Chicago sports. I grew up in Northwest Indiana, which isn't far from Chicago. So I'm all about Chicago sports. The Bears, the White Sox, the Blackhawks. Notre Dame isn't really Chicago, but we kind of convince it is. So Notre Dame football, IU football and basketball. But yeah, Chicago sports. Right now we're watching the White Sox trying to win their division. We just watched the first preseason game for the Bears. So even living in Florida, we keep up on what's going on with Chicago sports. So if I have to, yeah, that would be watching Chicago sports. What would you sing on karaoke night? Nothing. I am not a singer. My daughter's the singer in this family. Gosh, I don't know, 9 to 5. 9 to 5. That's a fun song to sing. And if you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Lasagna? I think lasagna. If I had to eat lasagna for the rest of my life, I think I could do that. So, okay, those are 10 non-yarny things you wanted to know about me. So, if any of you have any other questions, stick them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. So yeah, until next week or on Wednesday, when I will come back and show you what's going on with my whips. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And until Wednesday, be kind to everyone.